What's up? What's up, my people? Once again, it's your boy. Heck to the tech to the get that check. Having some salsa. Some black cherry salsa. I want to talk about how I remember I did a video on Doggy Diamonds interviewing Charlie Rock LD, and saw the video. Couldn't really talk too much about it because I don't know too much about. At that time, I didn't know too much about Fat Joe and Charlie Rock LD situation. But recently, Fat Joe dropped a book. He dropped a book, and Charlie Rock LD did a video before Fat Joe dropped the book. Now, let me tell you. It's a good book. Fat Joe definitely went through some crazy ish. You know what I mean? See, the thing about Fat Joe, he wanted to get out the projects. He wanted to be fly. He saw himself trapped in an environment where people were betraying him. Even to this day. Fat Joe wasn't like everybody. He didn't sit there and smoke weed. Drink 40s. He didn't waste time. He wanted to get to the money. Try and get his family out the PJs. Out the ghetto. There's a story in the book where he says that he got into a fight and him and his boy Tone, his best friend Tone, who he lost. Rest in peace to Tone, who he lost in the game, on the streets. So they got into some sort of fight over, I forgot what it was, over drug money, or somebody stole something, or somebody said something, I don't know, over something. Y'all, if y'all want to know about it more, go get the book. I recommend it. So in this incident, he mentioned Charlie Rock LD, but he called him C. He was like, I'm gonna call him C because I don't like him no more. So throughout the book they called him C. And so he was in the house. His mother was coming in, and the dudes outside that was waiting to fight them. Cause, alright, here's the situation. They got into this fight over something. The dudes went to Fat Joe Projects. Fat Joe and Tone were in the crib. Their mom came home. The dudes outside started harassing Fat Joe's mom. So Fat Joe called C. C happened to be Charlie Rock LD. And Charlie Rock LD came through with a shotgun. I mean, and scared them boys away. So Charlie Rock LD was really about that life. Like, he done went to jail for murders, drugs, but he did his time. He did his time, and he came out. Charlie Rock LD was really about that life. You know what I mean? Fat Joe, he reminded me a lot more like myself. You know what I mean? There was something inside of him that just wanted to chase his dreams. You know what I mean? He wanted to be successful. He wanted to have money. He wanted to have a good life. He wanted to fall in love, live a normal life. Of course, Charlie Rock LD may have a point. He kept the gangsters around him well. That's where he grew up. What do you expect? But Fat Joe was just like everybody that is successful in something right now. Nas, Jay-Z. No. They ain't want to stay in jail because jail could really screw up your life. You know what I mean? Charlie Rock LD and Fat Joe remind me of me and an old friend I used to have, Peru. Peru, real dude, but he was one of those dudes that just didn't give up. You know what I mean? That's how Charlie Rock LD was. I mean, Peru ain't really that talented. I mean, the only talent he has is lying. He can lie really good to the girls, to everybody. I mean, everybody believe him. And he know how to scare people real good too. Mm-hmm. Plus Yeah, at that time, his older brother roaming around with shotguns, scaring people. You know, people feared Peru and his brother. People feared all of us because of that. You know what I mean? And well, I was always the type that wanted more out of life. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to fall in love. I wanted to buy my mama a house. You know what I mean? Because as a kid, we never had a house. I mean, the only time we had a house was with my cousin, who was a big-time drug dealer. Moved us out of the hood, out of Queens, into a nice house in Long Island. But that wouldn't last long. So Charlie Rock saying all this stuff like Fat Joe's not built like that. I mean, Fat Joe's from the hood. It's definitely in him. I mean, it's definitely in him, but see, a lot of us don't want to be those that end up in jail doing 20 years or we're not the type that gonna go murk somebody just, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's self-defense, you know what I mean? But I think the issue, you know, I remember I did a video where Fat Joe was talking about he went to the jail to visit C. Well, no, Charlie Rock LD said this. He went to the jail to visit him, and he told Pun and Cuba Link and them that if you screw me over, the guy is gonna put a bullet in you. And he might have been playing around, but in a sense, it might have been true. I mean, if you read the book, you'll understand. Fat Joe's been betrayed since a little kid. He got bullied all his life. You know what I mean? But he fought back. You know what I mean? Just like me. You know what I mean? I fall in the, you know what I mean? Like, his life is very similar to mine. You know what I mean? You know, he might have sold more drugs than me because I saw what happened to my cousin at a very young age after he sold drugs, and I didn't want to go to jail for it. He's still locked up to this day. He's still locked up to this day. You know what I mean? I think it's already. I'm just saying, I was a little kid. He's still locked up to this day. You know what I mean? And it was just over drugs, because the drug laws back then were crazier. I don't really know about the drug laws nowadays. I'm not too interested either. You know what I mean? But, you know, I did want a better life. I did want to change my life and make money and just, you know, and And like Fat Joe said, he had a spider sense, just like I do. You know what I mean? I got a spider sense too. I can sense when something's just not gonna go well. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes don't care. Like dudes like Charlie Rock LD. Maybe he does now. He's grown up. He did his time. He's more mature. You know, I had gangsters around me that didn't care either. They would just pull out a 32 or anything, a machete and whatever, knives. You know what I mean? On the street. I mean, in jail is different. You got no choice but to do that and do that type of stuff in jail. But talking about the streets, you know what I mean? It's crazy, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just don't see why Charlie Rock LD is still mad at Fat Joe. I mean, Fat Joe he was passionate. He had a goal. He had a dream. He got tired of it. He got tired of the streets. He wanted more. You know what I mean? He wanted more out of life. He knew there had to be more than this crap. You know what I'm saying? And he found it. And he was good at it. He became successful. You know, he bumped into Pun. God put them together. And you know, his journey, Fat Joe's journey started before Pun. Pun just added on to the journey. Remy Ma added on to the journey. Everybody now is added on to the journey. Tony Sunshine, Armageddon, Prospect. All of them was added on to the journey. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to Charlie Rock LD. You know what I mean? I could tell he's a real dude. And, you know, I think grudges need to be forgiven. You know what I mean? Fat Joe said all it takes is a sorry. All it takes is a sorry. You know what I mean? If you apologize to him, he'll be the bestest friend told you that you'll ever come across to. You know what I mean? And I believe that's true. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe book is very deep. It's dope. I enjoyed it. He didn't lie about nothing. He didn't sugarcoat nothing. He spoke reality. You know what I mean? But you know, I just don't understand why Charlie Rock LD and him got static still. We're talking about two dudes that are over 50 years old. You know what I mean? Y'all should just get over this. Get over it. You know what I mean? And just work for God, man. Work for God. You know, because at the end of the day, we're all soldiers for the Lord, for God. You know, and we need to unite, and we need to bring people to God. We need to tell people of his existence. I mean, Fat Joe wouldn't have made it where he's at without God. Charlie Rock LD wouldn't have made it out of jail and where he's at without God. I think both of you need to thank each other for where you guys are at. Both of you need to thank each other and bless both of y'all. You know what I mean? But I can't I can't judge because, like I said, me and my old friend Peru, we haven't bonded again. We haven't talked again, and I don't plan on doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I know where Fat Joe and Charlie Rock LD is coming from. You know what I mean? But it's really sad how that Nas verse is so real. How's it go? And best friends become strangers. Word up. You know what I mean? Best friends do become strangers. You know what I mean? And that is a living truth. You know what I mean? A living testament. A thug changes and love changes and best friends become strangers. Word up. Y'all know my stilo. There ain't no army that can strike back. Word, man. But anyway, like I said, I read Fat Joe's book, and I saw Charlie Rock LD's video. And shout out to both them brothers, you know what I'm saying? The issues between them can't get involved. I mean, what they went through together was deep. It was street stuff to industry stuff. I'm just giving my opinion on it, you know what I mean? Talking about what I read. If some of y'all may not have read the book or heard Charlie Rock LD's side of the story, so I'm bringing it to y'all live, and that's my opinion on it. But I just think Fat Joe always had it in his mind to be successful legally. He wanted to get out. He didn't want to end up in jail or dead. So he went the right route and did what he had to do. You know what I mean? And Charlie Rock LD was straight gangster. You know what I mean? He didn't know what he wanted to do. I'm not gonna say he's not talented, because I don't know him like that. He probably has talents, you know what I'm saying? But he probably didn't pursue them, you know what I mean? Because he was doing street-ish. He continued to do the street thing, which, I mean, everybody has a decision. Like I said, Fat Joe went that route, Charlie Rock went the other route, you know what I mean? And even if you did all that stuff for Fat Joe, he was your people's, and at the time, and it was from the heart. You shouldn't expect nothing back from Fat Joe. You know what I mean? You shouldn't expect nothing back from him. Like, honestly, if Fat Joe wants to bless you from his heart, that's up to him. And that's what I gotta say, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It's your boy Hack to the Tech to get that check. Alright? I hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for the holidays. Be safe. I'm going to keep hitting y'all with some videos. You know what I mean? I'm on my healthy-ish again after this. You know what I mean? Starting to hit the gym again. You know what I mean? To lose this right here. You heard? And that's about it, man. Peace, man. Peace to everybody locked up too. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my cousin Jonathan that we just lost. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. You know what I'm saying? If y'all read the book, or if y'all If y'all saw Charlie Rock LD's video, you know what I mean?